With Lost turning 16 years old, I shared a few memes with friends, and as it turns out, this is a bit of a niche joke. So I wanted to explain the joke to folks who weren't there and bring you all in on the whole debacle that was Lost. The Lost phenomenon is weird because it has very little to do with the original comic, a lot to do with the initial reaction to the original comic, and a hell of a lot more to do with the consequent reaction to the initial reaction to the original comic. So Tim Buckley had this webcomic called Control-Alt-Delete, which was relatively successful, funny. It's popular online, people know it. I was vaguely aware of it. But then on this one day, the 2nd of June 2008, he releases Lost, a 4-panel comic in which the main character finds out that his partner, the other main character, had miscarried. It was so out of pocket and so out of character for the webcomic that a very large demographic of certain types of people on the internet lost their whole damn minds. Like, the reaction to the comic was way bigger than the actual issue of what was going on. Penny Arcade called him, Tim Buckley, the Antichrist. A lot of people said that this was an example of fridging, using the death or trauma of a woman in a plot to further a male character's plot. When it isn't, I'm not getting into it. Basically, the internet's biggest big boys with their big boy pants collectively shat themselves for everyone to see. Then, of course, the memes started. So you'll see the minimalist Lost icon, which is the comic represented in lines, and the common joke sprang up, every comic is Lost, or is this Lost? And it became a thing in which comics which weren't even referring to Lost were said to either contain the same plot, or more specifically resembled the shape in that bar, small bar, bar, and L way. Thousands of comics jumped out of this, and it became a whole phenomenon in and of itself to bring us probably my favorite Lost meme of all times, which is this one.